If you know there's a coach, a teacher, an instructor, one of these gentlemen that can help you, hey man, don't you let us walk out that door. Hey man, because I'm full and I'm ready to pour. I'm going to say that one more time because I mean that. I become empty a lot. I've said this to probably everybody on this panel. I love to pour out, but what happens sometimes as a man is that I pour out so much, but don't nobody pour back into me. And what that does is that brings down that emotional intelligence a little bit. That makes you frustrated. Being a man, I gotta take, okay, watch this. It's good, thank you. Listen, watch this. In the book of Genesis, God created man in his likeness and his image. Everybody knows that because you read the Bible, hopefully. But he also gave man something that you don't know you got. It's called dominion. Dominion means power and authority. So every man in this room has that. So my question to you today is, how your dominion doing? What are you going to do with it? And when you get it, what another young man are you going to pass that on to? So don't let us leave here without getting a number, getting to know, asking a question. Because man, if it was not for my football coaches, man, I'd be in Augusta, Georgia, someone dead or in prison. And it wasn't my father who taught me that. That's good stuff.
Y'all definitely have hit most of the points. When I think about maturity at this point, definitely, at my age, I ain't gonna be out fighting nobody. So maturity to me sometimes is finding myself in spaces where, sometimes there's got to be a winner and a loser, and oftentimes they're kind of like Monopoly. There are things that somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. But one of the things that I find with maturity, and as I talk to people with, not thinking about the physical part, but thinking about the intellectual. Can you walk away from a situation where the person think they beat you, and they're thinking they beat you, but in your mind you know you won? Oftentimes I find myself in those kind of situations. Are y'all following me there? And sometimes we're not talking $20 at a card game. We're talking hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of dollars. Where you're in a situation, because somebody got to win or lose. Right? Are you comfortable enough to walk away from a situation, or let somebody walk away from you, thinking they beat you, but in your mind you know you won? Do you have to let them know you won? Do you have to go up with them and get this so you won? That's the kind of maturity, and that's the place that as collegiate men you're gonna find yourself. It ain't gonna be the fist fights. I hope it ain't gonna be certain things, but you are gonna find yourself in certain intellectual conversations and intellectual spaces where you have to feed your family. And they're oftentimes a victor, and to the victor goes the spoils. But sometimes, we have the tendency to try to say, no, it's da-da-da-da. I've learned to be very quiet and enjoy the spoils. So, just remember that.
Yeah, I think too, man, like Julio said, sometimes you just like, man, I just want peace.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was up here with 50, so y'all can deal with a little rah-rah. I get a little rah-rah too. As a pastor, I tell people my kryptonite is trap music. Old school though, I can't deal with the mumble rap, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like T.I. or something, right? But I'm an Outkast fan, but anyway, let me stay on topic.